Hello, hello, hello. It's been a long time, and I am so sorry. So sorry. I have been dealing with a lot of different things and dealing with a lot, so I've had to come back to this after I was pretty much so taking care of my village. and the need for self-care was real, and recording things for Loving the Way You Are wasn't more important than this. I just felt that it would be very important to mind my behaviors, uh, you know, when it comes to the approach of what we should be doing. And to me personally, I've been a little selfish. I've been a little selfish with my time and not dedicating enough time to everyone here. I just need a little recovery, and I think I finally got that, and I just have to come back to the village and restore what was coming together and make sure that it never has to fall apart and grow from where we have been and where we are and go to the direction where we want to be. And I'm hoping that you all will stick with me as we go on this really wonderful roller coaster and adventure of discovering what it is that it takes to make our village whole and healthy and happy and all the altruistic ways that we can, because if we don't have each other, we can't make it. And I wouldn't want to make it without anyone that I care for, because it's not a world you want to live in. Why would you want to be on an island all by yourself? And I don't want to be that, and I don't think you should be that either. So while we perfect ourselves, I'm hoping we can communicate throughout the village that it is a necessity that we look out for the village and not forget the necessity of each individual part that is important, because it hurts when your village is falling apart and you can't fix it the way you thought you could and the way you want to. And mending those wounds and those aspects have been trying and very lackadaisical at times, but trying and hurtful, because you hope that it would bring things together a lot more. But as we've all grown to see that our lives are going in different directions, it's become very difficult to pull people together because they're all going their own directions. So I've been trying to cultivate ways in where we can all come together, and you can be an individual while we're working together to accomplish similar, if not the same or different goals, in a way that is beneficial to everyone, because we all love and miss each other. So I'm doing that, and I hope you're doing great and wonderful things for your home and your household and your people as we keep going forward, because it is a necessity that we keep remembering that we are each other's keeper. No matter what they tell you, no matter what's going on, we are each other's keeper. And we have to remember that. We have to remember that if we don't have each other, we have nothing. And that's the brainwashing. The brainwashing is you can't have each other, or you can't expect your brother to be there for you. And that's really tumultuous and truth where they've made it true, but it's not what we're supposed to be. We've got to get back to what we know, what we are, who we are as people. We can't divide ourselves to get to where we want to if it's going to cost us the values in which we've instilled in ourselves and our children and what we've had instilled in us. So in order to get back there, we've got to strengthen ourselves, pull ourselves up by our bootstraps, and work together. If we don't do that, we don't have anything. We don't have anything that's, to me, worth fighting for. The people I've been doing this for so long, they matter more to me than anyone else can ever imagine. And I want that to continuously be important and made sure of, because if I can't do it for them, I don't know who else I can do it for. And eventually it'll flood out to everyone else, but I know I got to make sure this is taken care of first. So as you should do the same for yours, we should do the same together. And hopefully we can pull it to the forefront as being an effort to make sure a community of us is made strong and not divided by weakness of all about me. We have enough me. Let's get back into where it's us. This is why I created this podcast. This is why this segment exists, to make sure we remember to come back together, to get back together, to listen to each other, to hear each other out, to care, to be there for one another the way we should be. I know it's hard. I know it's difficult. And pulling on all these different strings, tapestries, and ways of living is really weighing you down. But if you could remember one thing, no one can do it on their own. No one. If your brother, your sister reaches out to you, your friend, your cousin, your mother, and they need help, help them. Help them in any way that you can, because if you don't, you won't have anyone that'll be there for you either. And if you can't care enough, no one else will care about you either. And if we don't care enough, where is the love? Where's the love and dedication to making sure that prevails, and it's the most prevalent thing in our community? It is the most valuable resource that we have. Compassion, love, altruistic behavior, not manipulation. We know that there are people who are trying to manipulate their way through life, and it's fine. You don't have to be manipulated. However, and you also have to know who those people are and how much you should give and not give. But for the most part, all the world's a stage and all the people are in are merely players. But stop playing the game and remember who we are. Know who you are. Know where you come from. Know where you're going. Know what you're asking for. Know what you're looking for. And you can't do these things alone. You can't. You can do so much by yourself. But it takes a village. It takes a community. It takes a people to make a change. Not one person. Not individuals. Individuals standing together maybe with a common cause, but that doesn't even feel right. It takes a people who feel the same way, who feel that there is a change that needs to be done, who will make those changes, who will progress those changes, and progress their lives and our lives in the same breath because of what the work that we do together as a people. We're not by ourselves. You don't want to be an island all by yourself in the storms that brew. Who wants to be by themselves in the storms that brew? No one. Don't forget your community. Don't forget your people. Don't forget your family, your loved ones. Care for them in the way that you know you're supposed to. It heals all wounds. I know that it does. I've seen it change lives. And as much hurt as it seems that it goes around to bring and bear, we are able to do more together than we can do apart. And if we forget that, we won't have much of anything. And that's the main reason why I created this podcast, to make sure we remember it's not just you, it's all of us. There are more yous than you can count, but it's all of us. So please remember your family. Please remember your friends. Please remember your connections, your bonds. Those people are important. You are important. And yes, sometimes you have to take care of one part of the village before you can take care of the other part. But don't forget. Don't forget. The rest of your village is important. It hurts them as much as it hurts you to see so much going on. It hurts. And if we don't come together, it's no way that we can fix or amend or grow. We have to change. We have to become what we know we're supposed to be. Progress is wonderful, but if we don't do it together, there's no real progress. It's on the lopsided levels of difference. Who wants to walk up and down hills and valleys and stuff and not make their way to a path that can actually trust something that makes something true and powerful and impactful in the world? There's no reason or rhyme to be an individual without help, without the others. So I'm calling you all out from the back of the world, end of the world, to wherever, to come and be a part of a village that is your own. Be there with one another in the times that is hard, and enjoy the times that are great. Enjoy the love that is there, and be a part of the bigger picture. It's not just you. It's not. Remember who you are in the tapestry, in yourself. If love is real, it's when we reach out together and pull together to make these things happen. We can make change. We can make change if we do it together. But I'm hoping that these next few episodes will reflect the ambiance of working together as a people and growing together, because it hurts when you're out of luck and you can't seem to find your way and you don't know what you're supposed to do or how to do. If you can't turn to anyone else to help you, or know that there's someone there that is going to keep you in your right place and mind, that's important. And they've gotten us to think that every man for themselves is the way the world has always been, but that's never been true. So going forward, remember to take care of each other. Remember to love and look out for each other, because if you don't, when you're by yourself, we don't want the wolves to have to take you. And that's part 1 of our reboot. I hope you'll take a listen and take account for any loving ways that it can show you the way, and realize that it truly takes a village. And until the next part, see you around. Bye.